Hi guys, welcome to today's session. Thank you all for your responses from yesterday. And our yesterday's quiz question was name the gas involved in Bhopal gas tragedy. So guys, the answer is methyl isocyanate gas. That is the gas which led to leak and resulted in Bhopal gas tragedy. That is the right answer. We'll now start today's session. First question is in the context of Inter-State Migrant Workmen for Regulation of Employment and Conditions of Service Act 1979, consider the following statements. Statement 1, it envisages a system of registration of interstate migrant workers. Statement 2, the principal employer is prohibited from employing interstate workmen without a certificate of registration from the relevant authority. And statement 3, it states every contractor who recruits workmen from one state for deployment in another state should obtain a license to do so. Which of the above statements is correct? Option A 1 and 3 only, option B 1 only, option C 2 and 3 only, and option D 1, 2 and 3. Guys, the correct answer here is it is option D 1, 2 and 3. All the above statements are correct. Alright, this act seeks to regulate the employment of interstate migrants and their conditions of service. So it envisages a system of registration of such establishments, and the principal employer is prohibited from employing interstate workmen without a certificate of registration from the relevant authority. And the law also lays down that every contractor who recruits workmen from one state for deployment in another state should obtain a license to do so. And contractors are bound by certain conditions. These include committing them to providing terms and conditions of the agreement or any other agreement on the basis of which they recruit workers. And it is applicable to every establishment that employs 5 or more migrant workmen from other states, or if it had employed 5 or more such workmen on any day in the preceding 12 months. And it is also applicable to contractors who employed similar number of interstate workmen, and the act would apply regardless of whether the 5 or more workmen were in addition to other employed in the establishment or by the contractors. So that is the applicability, and in a way this benefits workers. Registration of establishments employing interstate workers create a system of accountability and acts as the first layer of formalizing the utilization of their labor. It helps government keep track of the number of workers employed and provides a legal basis for regulating the conditions of service, the wage rates, holidays, hours of work, and other conditions of service of an interstate migrant workman shall be same as those extended to other workmen in the same establishment if the nature of work is similar. And as we all know, nowhere this is implemented or enforced. That is the problem. And following the coronavirus pandemic outbreak, the nationwide lockdown announced on March 24th at short notice, and this has caused immense distress to migrant workers around the country. We have seen the news, and those working in the field of labor welfare have recalled the Inter-State Migrant Workmen Act 1979 to regulate the employment and working conditions of interstate migrants on the light of this, but feel that the lack of serious implementation has led to their rights being ignored. So that is the problem here, and this is also an important topic with related to mains also this year particularly. So please note that. We'll now move to second question for the day. Second question is Pranavayu Program, recently seen in the news, is initiated by option A Ministry of Health, option B Karnataka government, option C World Health Organization, and option D Kerala government. So guys, the correct answer here is it is a program by Karnataka government. So this program is initiated by Bangalore City Corporation to create awareness on the need of self-examine the respiratory health for Bangaloreans. It is an attempt to help people with low oxygen level in their blood to get themselves checked early before their ailments became fatal. And as we all know, several deaths due to COVID-19 are reported due to severe acute respiratory illness. So they have implemented this program to examine the respiratory health for the people who live in Bangalore. That was in news recently. We'll now move to last question for the day. Last question for the day is with reference to elongated tortoise. Consider the following statements. Statement 1, it is a critically endangered species. Statement 2, it is not seen in India. Statement 3, it is collected both for local use such as decorative mask and international wildlife trade. Which of the above statements is correct? Option A 3 only, option B 1 and 3 only, option C 1, 2 and 3, and option D 2 and 3 only. Guys, the correct answer here is it is option B 1 and 3 only. Guys, this elongated tortoise is also known as sal forest tortoise, recently assessed as critically endangered under IUCN Red List. It is heavily hunted for food. According to IUCN, the population of the species may have fallen by about 80% in the last 3 generations, that is approximately in the last 90 years. And it is collected both for local use such as decorative mask and international wildlife trade. And the sal forest tortoise is widely distributed over eastern and northern India and the Southeast Asia. However, it is not common in any of this terrain. There is little information on the population sizes of the sal forest tortoise or any such species, mainly because they are so rare and they live in remote areas of the forest, and funding opportunities to study them are few. And recently there was a study by ecologists in the Wildlife Institute of India, which is situated in Dehradun, and they studied about the habitat of sal forest tortoise. So that was in news recently, that's why this question is asked. And guys, it's time for our quiz question. We talked about sal forest, and our question is, sal forest belongs to which category of forest? Which means whether it is temperate forest, whether it is deciduous forest or something else likewise. So sal forest belongs to which category of forest? So please post your answers in the comment section. That's it. That's all for today, guys. We'll meet tomorrow with another set of questions. Please post your scores also in the comment section. Thank you for watching.